If I'm buying my dream car, there are 5 things I consider because I want to save you money. I want to make sure you make the right decision. As you can see, I'm pretty new on YouTube, so if you do enjoy this video, please just give me a thumbs up. It's free. It's easy. Let's just keep growing. Let me keep posting videos here. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you're like me and you're a car enthusiast, obviously you want your dream car, but the thing I think about is, if nobody ever saw your car, would you still want that car? I mentioned this in videos before, like if you had a choice and you had to buy a car, it could be your dream car or whatever it is, your next car that you want, but nobody got to see it, would you still want that car? As I mentioned, the first rule is going to be buy the car because you want it, not because someone else enjoys it. As I already mentioned, rule number 1 is buy the car that you want, not because it's trending. Right now, cars like the Toyota Supra or like the M340i from BMW or even the M4, M3 line is basically taking over the internet. Every TikTok video I see is, oh, an 18-year-old with the M4. And that's fine. I actually love BMWs myself. But after talking to a lot of owners, I noticed that it kind of just fades out, and then you want to kind of impress somebody and then it's going to get played out, and then that's kind of the end of that. Don't be that person. I know it's hard to break away from that, but try to really figure out what you really like in the car. Do you like it because it's fast? Do you like it because it's luxurious? Like, what do you actually like about the car? Rule number 2 is a really easy one. The honeymoon has to last. You might have heard this from relationships, but the honeymoon is one of the most important things, and it needs to last past the first 30 days or the first couple months that you own this car. Will you still like the car if it's all scratched up, when it's out of warranty, when it becomes a financial burden for you? That's when things get a little bit complicated. When you find the right car because you like it, you will always enjoy it months down the road, years down the road. It's not something that's just gonna have like a 6-month thing, or same reason why people get leases. They want a car for a couple of years to kind of show off and then get the next new vehicle. When I see people say like, oh, I got my dream car and they get rid of it after 3 months, I question it a lot. My point is, if there's a buzz that you just feel about it and you're just kind of hyped about it, it's probably not the car for you. The next one is a big one that a lot of people overlook. They might do part of this, but you kind of miss a lot of the main points. You need to learn the market before you buy. What I mean by that is understand the market trends, the cost of ownership, make sure you understand the trim levels and packages and what the best years are. Have an idea of what you're actually getting into before actually buying it, or even contacting sellers. I see people get all hyped up and like, oh, I seen this car on TikTok or Instagram, I should really get it. And I'm like, are you aware of this? Are you aware of that? And there's just a lot more that goes into it, especially if you're buying an older car. That's a whole nother thing. If you're buying like a vintage car or even something that's just like 20 years old. Like there was a guy that really wanted Acura NSX, and he had no idea like the full ownership cost and what the actual market value is. So it's good to have that idea, and that's for really any car that you're buying. The reason why they say that, because this actually happens on regular cars too. So like some people might buy like a older M3, like 15 years old, for like $65,000, which is insane. That's why it's important to know the market value, because if you have no idea how much it actually costs or how much like other ones are going for with the same range or same condition, you're going to screw yourself. So with that, when you're going to go talk to a dealer or you're going to go talk to a seller that's on Facebook Marketplace or whatever it is, they will sense when you don't know what you're talking about. They will see right through you, I promise you. So just be confident before actually going to that point. This 4th rule drives me crazy because so many people do it the wrong way. Don't ever buy a car because of the monthly payment. Know the entire cost of the ownership. I mentioned this a little bit on the last one, but there's a lot more to it. Common things people overlook is just like the basic maintenance. We're not getting into like the quirks of the car or like main issues they might have, but things like tires, especially in a performance car, are going to be a lot more than a regular car. Brakes are going to be a lot more than a regular car. And a lot of people even overlook things like premium gas, and the difference between premium gas and regular gas on a yearly basis is a big difference of a few hundred to a few $1,000s depending how much you drive. Another part of that is insurance. To figure out where you live and how bad the insurance is, then also consider the car and the price of the car. Just because you buy your dream car, let's say it's a $100,000 car and it's 25 grand now and you bought it for that, your insurance doesn't always see it that way. They look at cost of the parts for that original part, and if it's a $100,000 car, the parts are going to be expensive. Some cars take special oil, they have special maintenance things that they need to do. Cars like BMWs are recommended to get oil changes every 3,000 to 5,000 miles versus like 10,000 to 15,000 miles that other people do. Those are all things to consider. That's just the basics of really any car. And then finding your dream car, you need to know the special quirks that has, especially if it's older. If it's not older, you don't have to worry about that, but you still have to keep in mind about the maintenance. If you follow these 5 rules, it will save you the experience that you actually deserve when owning your dream car, and it won't ruin that experience for you by getting yourself into a burden. Anytime you're purchasing any vehicle, always keep these 5 rules in mind, but especially when buying your dream car or even your forever car. I hope this helps though. I'll see you on the next one.